is Jesus Christ, the mediator of the new covenant. And therefore, we want to look at the new covenant and the mediator. But I want us to emphasize, and Anajui will be basing on the mediator. A mediator assists and guides the parties towards their own resolution. The mediator does not decide the outcome. And the mediator no one decide say na me pese kono, say na me pese yeno. For him, he guides the two parties so that the two parties can come into an agreement. There have been mediators before Christ. Moses was a mediator. So God gave a law. If you want to please God, then these are the requirements. You will not worship any other God except him. You will bow to nothing except him. Moses did not have any power over what he was saying. All he had was that he would just read out what God had to say concerning his people. Now, Embra Moses it is left for the people to listen and whether they agree or not. So under the law that Moses gave, Moses did not have any stake in it. It was handed over to him by holy angels of God. That if the people of God desire to worship and to please the Lord, then these are the things. And Moses handed it over to them. It was Moses who read it out to them. And when he read it out to them, the people said, "We will." The Lord said, "Thou shalt not fornicate. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not take your brother's dish. Thou shalt not do this. These are the sacrifices that you are supposed to do." They heard all of it and they came and they said, "I do." And Moses went back to the Lord and he said, "What you asked me to say to your people, they have agreed." In that capacity, Moses was playing the role of a mediator. In this case, the mediator, he cares little or cared little about that agreement, because he would only tell you what the two parties. He will say, "This is what they said and this is what they said." God had to make a provision to preserve man, but the slaughtering of animals is nothing that God is happy with. That when men die in no. But when you look at the new covenant of God, the sacrifice is the mediator. This is the first time that the mediator himself is the sacrifice. And the Ashanti kingdom wanted to become a great and a mighty kingdom. And when they call upon this mediator, "What would you have us do?" The mediator said, "If you want for this spirit to help you to establish your kingdom, then you will need men." He didn't say, "Then I must die for you." He said, "You will have to bring men." History says that they brought men. Kings said, "I will give myself." He played the role of a mediator. Are you here? But Jesus, your mediator, he that stood between you and God, he gave himself. This is the first time that the mediator himself is dying for the people. He didn't say, "It's between you and God. Though. As for me, I will just tell you what God says, and whatever you say, I also tell God." No. For him, when God said what must be done, he said, I will do that. I will do it. Are you here?